everybody, welcome back to the Contingency server. Today we're going to do a few different things. We're not going to do much of a tour, but we are going to show off something we did. The first thing we're going to do, and we're already going to have a cut here in just like a minute anyway, but we are going to start resuming the UHC building. Since we have quite a few new new viewers, and actually I guess new players. If you're not familiar with how this building works, basically every Friday before the Drunkcraft stream at 7 o'clock, or actually really to kick it off, we're going to come on here, and then I'll come into this building here, and we will calculate how many people want, UHC mode on or regen off kind of thing, or, or natural regen on, no UHC mode kind of thing. Right now we've reset all the voting tokens so I can get it all organized and everything. Which also means we do need to add 4 new tokens for the new players. 8 new tokens for each voting token. But basically, let's say, there's like, say there's 4 here, 4 here, then I can just put, 4 in here and 4 in here, and then hit this button, and whichever one randomly comes out, it'll tell me, oh, hey, it's red. That means UHC modes go, no regen. So then in this case, we'd hit this button. It's a really cool building Nuke designed, and I think Flame might have helped him with the redstoning, but as you can say, that's as you can see, that's a hardcore heart type thing. Let's see. What is going on? My frames are dropping for some reason. I don't get why my frames are dropping, but whatever. So as you can see, it switches to UHC mode. So this is the indicator. So there's that. My frames just keep dropping. I don't get why. It's quite frustrating. Okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to blame it on spawn or something stupid. Something's going on. Let's see. Video settings. I don't know. Whatever. So, anyway. There's that. We're going to go ahead and do a cut here now. And we're going to go check out, go to the end and get these renamed. And then we'll be right back once we're ready to do all that. Okay guys, we're back. So while I'm sitting here grinding this, and I'm probably going to cut down that audio, or the audio, so you don't hear Enderman screaming like mad here. But basically while we're grinding this, we're going to go over a few topics that I was wanting to go over. That should be enough levels there. We'll see what that gets up to. But there's a few things I wanted to go over. You may notice already, first thing up is that I am back on the vanilla texture pack, or resource pack, or whatever. I've decided to go ahead and continue with vanilla. I don't know. I'm still kind of really torn, I guess, between it, but overall when it comes down to it, I'm not that concerned about it, and so I kind of missed vanilla a little bit, so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and make my return to it. So I went ahead and did that. Let's see. Black. I only want one. Seriously? Come on. Okay, that's annoying. I wish that just could automatically, like, take care of itself. But whatever. Anyway, so I went ahead and decided I was missing it, so I decided to go back, and we'll see how it turns out. No one really said they were yay or nay for it, so I guess when it comes down to it, as far as you guys are concerned, that whatever I decide on seems to be good enough, which is awesome to hear. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to vanilla for a little while and go from there. Let's see. So that takes care of that one. And another topic I wanted to go over is actually in the beginning of this video, you may have noticed I got up 21 there. I have a new intro clip song. The song is actually a custom piece that Windswept made for me. His link is down below, and his channel has a lot of awesome music that, for you fellow YouTubers and content producers and everything, that you are more than welcome to use, kind of thing. He's really, really cool about that stuff, so definitely recommend checking his work out and go there, sub to him, like his videos, share them. Definitely really appreciate the fact he took the time to whip something up for me. I just sent him a message wanting to say I just wanted to say thank you to him, and then I noticed that he actually did stuff on requests like that for people, and I was wanting to find out maybe how much it would cost, and he was generous enough to help me out with that. And I love the music. I mean, it's the kind of music I can just sit there and listen to all the time. So, really big fan. And probably need to make sure I'm getting these right. Okay, so Black Belt Panda 0. Yep. So definitely be sure to go and send all the love for me, guys. I really appreciate it. Really happy with that song. And also thanks to Finboy for making the little intro clip as well to go with it. So that's really cool because I've been wanting to do something for an intro for a while. Seriously. So I've been wanting to do one for a while now. So to actually be able to have, am I seriously not smart enough to pick up? Okay, I'm confused here. Okay, so we got it. There we go. So I think we're all renamed, so we're good with that. But huge thanks, to Finboy for getting a nice little intro clip together for me. And I guess I should go over this thing here. And I don't know exactly what Spock's done, but it seems like a lot of experience is just kind of floating here and really hard to get. But basically, he did make it so you can basically just you not have to worry about getting hit by Enderman kind of thing. So cool little addition he made to it. Very simple. Didn't even think about something this easy with very little modification at all. So it's really cool that that's done. So again, be sure to thank Windswept for me, and go check out Finboy's channel as well, and send him some love. So send them both some love, and good job to Spock on this little modification here. And since we got these renamed, we're going to run by spawn and just go drop those off. I'm not going to worry about putting them or getting that on camera or anything. But the next thing is we're going to jump over to what we did Sunday, and we'll go from there. So we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back, and now we're at the little project site that I was telling you about. Ooh, excuse me. So coming out here, it helps if everything finishes loading in. Good old chunk loading and such. Come on, load in. So, Sunday, me, Nuke, Zero, Tony, Korean, Popwarp, and Spock. God, I hope that's everyone. I feel like I'm missing someone. So, let's see, Nuke, me. I think that's everyone. That we got together, and we did a special project for a server member of ours. A little while back, I told you guys that, Pixel and Harmony were going through some tough times and everything like that. Unfortunately, tough times kind of, I guess, quote-unquote, won in a way. What happened is, I think last Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, I'm not sure exactly when, Pixel's father passed away. He had cancer, so he did succumb to that, and unfortunately, passed away. And if you know my perspective on things, in how life works and everything, sometimes I feel like death isn't necessarily a bad thing. It always sucks to lose someone, but it's better than them having a rough life kind of thing. And if you've ever known anyone who's dealt with cancer, it's not friendly, it's not pretty, and it's a big old monster. So yeah, unfortunately, he did pass away. So we wanted to do something special for Pixel. He's helped me out a lot with the server, and there was a time where I was getting to the point where I was so stressed out with stuff on the server that I honestly wasn't sure if I would be able to really continue because I was losing my mind. So he really stepped in last winter and was able to help me with a lot of stuff, and has helped me with the transition from the old server to the new server that we did this summer. And since then's been obviously very busy, and unable to really do too much. So we wanted to go ahead and help him out with a project he started. This is Project Arrow, and it's a project he started quite a long time ago, and it was pretty much a huge daunting task. I'd helped him out before, and we're going to hop outside and take a look from the outside. I'm not going to do an overview or anything like that, unfortunately, because you can see it on the dyad map. But he even said, like, you know, when he was getting on, he would, you know, do a little bit here, a little bit there, and, you know, it just felt like just this, like, so you can't even tell it's like nighttime, but it just became like a monumental thing. And so we spent about 5 hours or so with a bunch of us on here building these walls for him, and you know, trying to get, you know, really that grindy, ugly task off of his plate, so when he did come back, that he would be able to, you know, let's see, so he would be able to just come on here and start doing the fun part of this. Let's see. So Nuke's recording at the same time I am. New intro in the making, nice. So this is a little mountain that he made on top of it. But basically the idea is he wanted to make the Contingency logo, which is this here. And then he wanted it to look like it was coming out of the ground, like, you know, sheer cliffs. I think he said Devil's... crap. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but there's like a Devil's Mountain or something like that. I can't remember now what the name of it is. I'm sure you guys are going to know what it is, but he wants to make it similar to that. But the basic foundation's there, so now he gets to have all the fun doing the little tweaks and finishing up and doing whatever he wants with it. So we did this Sunday. That's kind of why not much... that's kind of why not too much got done this week. So that's why there's not a lot about this video. We're just going to do a little bit of grindy stuff. I know, shocker. I bet you didn't see that coming. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover with that. Let's see, there's a few other things I want to go over. I actually got to the point where I'm making a checklist here because I keep coming up with ideas, so I went ahead and made a document and stuff like that so I could easily track what I wanted to go over. And instead of doing a cut on this one, I think I'm just going to go ahead and head actually back over to spawn because I need to do something there. And why do I keep dropping below frames? I don't... Bad computer. Like, the CPU usage isn't there, so I don't understand what the deal is, but whatever. Memory's fine. I don't understand what the deal is with this thing, but whatever. Anyway, so while we head back to spawn from Project Arrow, I wanted to go over a few things. One thing, I'm going to go ahead and just get this out of the way now because I don't ever like ending my videos on a negative note. But, so I started, like, informing some people, you know, that they didn't make it on the cut for, you know, getting on contingency kind of thing for whatever reason. And, you know, there's a lot of servers, when they do contests like this and all that kind of stuff, you know, you don't know if you're in or out until the contest is over and you haven't been told. Which kind of sucks, and I can understand why that would, you know, kind of suck for a person. You know, you're sitting here anticipating. I heard that the trolley floor got Spock the other day. It's quite amusing. Can't remember exactly what happened, but pretty sure the trolley floor got him. Either way, I'm going to stay off of it because I don't trust it. So, basically, everyone's actually responded pretty cool to it, kind of thing, when I've, you know, told them thanks, but, you know, we've decided not to, you know, have you on the server kind of thing. You know, nobody's been really, like, out of line with anything. That is until, like, one person. And this one person is why a lot of server owners don't want to do this. It's a perfect example, actually, because it's just terrible. I'm not even going to bother posting the pictures or anything like that, even with the censored stuff. I was thinking about, like, letting you guys see the comments, but, yeah. So, what it came down to is it was someone who was technically underage. I still went ahead and tried to give them, you know, the time and see if maybe they did some really good video work and, you know, did something impressive. Their channel basically contained nothing that was of interest, you know, for a contingency member. You know, really no LP work. Nothing that, like, when I watched it, I was just like, okay, this is what I'm judging you on. And they weren't very active. They barely produced videos, and most of their videos were, I guess, quote-unquote, server tours of some kind of other servers, basically minigame stuff from what I could remember now. And, you know, I was like, that's fine and dandy. Now, normally I try to handle the stuff directly with people, unless it's someone that I know is friends with a server member of ours. Then I try to relay the message to them because, number one, like, I sent a message off to Charm, And unfortunately, you know, he didn't get the freaking message until I pointed out on the stream, because, you know, YouTube messages, kind of iffy. Some people don't get the information about that. So, you know, I wanted to pass along in ways that, you know, since they're friends with server members, or so I thought anyway, I wanted to pass along in a way that, you know, make sure we take care of them. You know, they're friends of ours, or friends of our friends, so, you know, I want to make sure they get the message. Well, this person came back with just, haha, I didn't even want to join the crappy server or something like that. That may be a little bit off, and I might be completely butchering that. They also made a comment, and this is the biggest reason why I want to address it, of, you know, something about, oh, who cares if I'm too young or whatever. He's 29 and lives with his grandparents, and made it seem like that's some sort of, like, perceived weakness of mine. And this is what I find amusing. I mean, first of all, his response exactly verified why I don't want anyone under 16. Like, he literally just, he validated the reason why I shouldn't accept people who are younger in almost a default state. Doesn't mean I'm still not going to give them a shot, but I'm going to be a lot harder to accept them unless they do something really impressive. Now, the reason I bring this up is because, yes, I'm 29. Yes, I do live with my grandparents. It's not a weakness, guys. You know, this is the funny part for me is, you know, this kid thinks that that's a bad thing. I'm not living here because I can't live on my own. I lived on my own for freaking years. No problem. My grandmother, about over 3 years ago now, and for about 2 years after that started, was having medical issues. She was in and out of the hospital on, and I'm not even joking, almost every 2 or 3 days. People on my server, you know, they constantly got to hear about, you know, my grandma being in and out of the hospital kind of thing and having to deal with that. You know, I love my family, and that means the people that are in my family, you know, I do love them. Family is a priority, it's a value, it's very important. And any adult with half a brain will tell you this. And for some 15-year-old kid to mouth off like it's some negative thing that you live with your family is a perfect example of someone who doesn't get it. And is really just, quite honestly, the only way I can put it, a scumbag. And that's really what it comes down to. He's too young to even realize how valuable family is, and sees it as a negative that I'm living here. Not knowing the fact I'm living here because I was helping my grandfather, who I probably love more than anyone else in my family. He absolutely was like the biggest influence on a lot of who I am. I learned a lot of very valuable lessons that to this day I still remember, and I wanted to help him out and help my grandma out, and, you know, help take care of the family property kind of thing. So it's family first, and I was here when they were in need. And for the idea of that being a bad thing, that's so pathetic. And so, as I said, that's that ugly response. That's a big reason why you don't see people, you know, want to handle it like that kind of thing. It's not going to stop me from doing it, because quite honestly, if you're going to respond like that, all you're going to do is blacklist yourself with me and prove exactly like that you're instantly validating what my gut is telling me about you. That's really what it is. If you're going to go out there and do that, you can, well, yeah, I definitely shouldn't have had you on my server. Thank you for validating that instantly. You know, there might be someone that I might pass up that may become a great YouTuber, a great producer, a great member of the community. I could completely fucking whiff on that. I understand that. And that's a decision that, you know, I have to make because that's my job as the server owner. But to have someone instantly, like, comment like that, I mean, plain simple, you know, that's so low quality that thank you so much for validating it. And I'm not going to tell you who this person is because I will not give them any sort of exposure. They're a complete douchebag. I don't even know if they'll catch this video. I don't know if they watch my videos. I think they were just trying to get on because, quite honestly, they're a fucking leech, and that's all they are. And they don't even realize the quality of friend they have around them. And whatever. Just what a loser. Like, thank you for just completely validating it. You're a douchebag. If you're watching this, please sincerely get fucked because you need it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm getting that out of the way because I guess that's kind of negative, but I hope you at least enjoyed the little bit of rant that came with it. So we take care of that, and that's one of the reasons why I'm still going to tell people, but if people are just going to be, you know, vile and nasty about it, you know, it's one thing to be disappointed, it's another thing to attack me. You know, if you're going to attack me, sincerely get fucked and have a nice life, and all you're doing is making me feel better about my decision. So let's see, we've covered Vanilla Texture Pack, we've covered the jerk responses to Contest Denial, Project Arrow, Windswept, and Finboy. Also, okay, so that actually brings us to a couple cool things. One of the things I wanted to go over, and all I'm doing is building iron blocks, and there's a reason, guys. I'm stockpiling iron, so there's a reason for this. So a couple things we're going to go over. First of all, I have a P.O. box, and what I'm going to do is right now, that should show up on screen right here. Theoretically, if my stupid brain remembers, there's going to be an address here. That address is for if you would like to send me any sort of letters, mail, art, whatever you want to send. That's the whole point. I don't know if anyone really wants to. I don't know if anyone really needs to. I got it because when I did the contest for the signed pics that Poporp and CC won, I wanted to go ahead and make sure I had a proper return address and everything like that. That you know, if something were to happen, then I would be able to. Why? Okay, I'm confused about how this is working. That basically, you know, I'd be able to receive, you know, if something happened with the package, I'd be able to get it back, basically. And you know, it wouldn't hurt to obviously start using that so people can't necessarily as easily get my home address and stuff like that. Because you know, there's people out there, you know, possibly like the douchebag I mentioned in the last segment, that, you know, those are the kind of people you really don't want to have it. Okay, we need more iron. Give me iron faster. No, iron farm, make it move faster. Okay, it's not like you can hear me or care or do anything about that. So while we sit there and wait for a second, actually we'll just go looking around for more iron. Oh, hey. Let's see, so... I don't know if he was planning on doing anything or how long he was standing there, but whatever. Shoot. Completely lost train of thought. Anyway, so the P.O. box should be up there and may be disappearing right about now. We'll see. Didn't really scare me that much, but okay. More only scary because of his face. So, we've got that. P.O. box is covered. The other thing I wanted to cover, dang it, I had it memorized pretty well, and now I gotta look at my notes again. Okay, so, is it Mika? How am I supposed to say your name, buddy? I know you watch the videos and you ask questions a lot, so I'd really like to find out how I'm supposed to say your name. I want to say it's Mika, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to, like, completely bastardize your name or anything like that, because that's rude. So... he asked about my thoughts, and I meant to talk about this in the last video, but I kind of forgot about it. He wanted to ask my thoughts about the idea, and this was just yesterday that this happened. I believe he said Seattle is not celebrating or honoring... why are my frames dropping so damn much? This is ridiculous. Like, my CPU, my RAM, everything is perfectly fine. There's no reason for this to be tanking. So if the video quality is going down, I'm sorry, guys. Blame Mojang, because this ain't my computer. I already know it's not. So I guess maybe I could drop down render distance some, and maybe that would help. I don't know how. Now I want to go test it. So, button. So he asked about, like, what I thought about them not... Okay, that seems to have improved it, which makes no sense at all. Okay, never mind. It's pretty much the same level. A little bit better. So I guess not honoring Columbus Day is what it was. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I didn't research it. I don't know what the reasoning is. I can take a wild guess that it has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, Christopher Columbus was a pretty horrible human being. The fucks I give if you discovered something. If you're a terrible human being, that doesn't matter. So... I'm actually pretty much on board with that idea. I like the idea of not celebrating a guy who basically destroyed an entire culture, and nobody seems to care. Or at least not care that much, I should say. So yeah, I'm perfectly okay. Oh man, we don't have freaking space to carry everything. I knew I was going to run into this problem. Okay, well, first of all, we don't need more ender pearls, so there's that. Okay, we're close. We can just switch that out for now. So we'll run this back to our base while we're sitting here chilling, or talking. And we're actually going to be wrapping up the video on this. I guess it's kind of a downer note too, but whatever. Got to get it out, I guess. So I kind of like the idea. I really don't care for anything that he did outside of, I guess, quote-unquote, founding the new world, which is fine and fantastic if you really want to credit him for that, but I think everyone's pretty much on board with the fact he wasn't the first, and there's plenty of other people, and there were also other people here, and quite sincerely, fuck him for what he did to, you know, if you don't know about Christopher Columbus, just go do research. I don't think anyone can defend him. Like, legitimately, I don't think you have a single bit of defense. I don't know what you would possibly say to defend a guy who did what he did. So, not honoring it, perfectly okay. I don't think it should be a holiday. I think it's absurd that anyone does celebrate in any sense of his existence. Because, you know, what he did way massively outweighs what he did to the people that were there. And you know what? I mean, it would be like if, you know, freaking Hitler had founded the New World kind of thing, except worse. He's actually, I think, worse than Hitler. I mean, the numbers aren't as big, but the atrocity is equal to or worse than. So, yeah, whatever. I'm not even going to get into it too much, but I'm pretty much cool with the idea of not celebrating. I think it's absurd to celebrate anyone who is just a horrible human being. It's going to make this a little more challenging. By the way, I think I showed this in the last video, I don't remember now, but it makes for a really fun whee falling down kind of thing. Especially when a spider knocks you down on his own, or without your power. It scares the crap out of you, actually. Did it on stream yesterday, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to really go over. This is a little bit of an update. I'll go through my list, make sure I didn't miss anything. There's definitely more topics I want to go over too, but I need to donate more time to it. One thing I guess I could briefly touch on real quick is I do now have a Patreon page. I will go ahead and post the link on that. It'll again be up in the right corner, which you guys can't see the mouse I was indicating with anyway, which means you probably couldn't see the mouse from before either. But you'll see it on the screen. It'll be in the top right window, or top right corner. So that'll be the URL to that, and there'll be a clickable link down below, so you guys will be able to also see that. And then also donation links are always down below if you want to donate to help things out. That would be appreciated. I think that's really it. I got some more topics I want to go over, but I think we'll go ahead and actually leave that for the next episode. 1.81 pre-release is theoretically coming out here very, very soon from what they're saying. And I'm really, really hoping for that. So I'm really, really hoping for that pre-release. And more so a full release, and I'm really hoping they get rid of creeper lag, because as a server owner I really don't want to go through that, but you know, there's only so much I can do. So hopefully we'll be on 1.8, and if we get on 1.8 I'm actually going to be doing something with Contingency. It is kind of an idea I'm borrowing a little bit from the Healthy Gamer series, but it will be it'll be sticking to. It's not going to be goal-based or anything like that, but you'll see what the idea is once 1.8 gets here. I have lots of ideas. I have so many ideas, guys. I have no idea why anyone resets a map. I just couldn't do it because I don't run out of stuff to do, so I really would never want to reset a map. It's just a matter of time of actually getting stuff done and completing projects. So I'm really, really, really excited for 1.8 to finally get here. We're only like a month and a half behind. So hopefully next one we will have that. I think that covers that. And yeah, I really don't know. Hopefully we're going to be looking at 2 videos a week if I can pull it off. That's the biggest thing, is getting more time. Do look forward. I plan to Thursday evening. I'm going to be trying to record a conspiracy World Tour episode where I'm going to go through with Warlord Henry from that server, and he's going to show me around their server and go over some stuff with you guys so you can see that, which will be really, really cool. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And I think with that, guys, we're going to wrap the video up. One of these episodes, this will be getting fixed because I'm getting tired of this thing. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit talky, a little bit grindy, but things are happening slowly in the background. I have a project that I'm working on, but it's a very long project for one person, so that will be there, and I will discuss more details about that in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Appreciate you watching.